Our first white Christmas. Leading up to Christmas, the weather channels predicted it, but living in Vancouver, you are always doubtful whether the snow will actually fall, and even more so, whether it will stay put. How pleasantly surprised we were when after our Christmas Eve family dinner, it happened. The snow came down. As I mentioned in my New Year's jog video, the silence and peace it brings is deafening, and I found myself just staring into the snowy night sky throughout the evening. I also couldn't help myself and went for a drive in the area, not expecting it to last as long as it did. For some reason, I never record the best dressed houses when it comes to the Christmas lights, but most people put in a fantastic effort. I was driving slow and the streets were very quiet. Even better, on Christmas morning, the snow wasn't melting. It was a beautiful day and we headed to Queen Elizabeth Park to walk and play in the snow. It was magical as the tree branches were hanging low under the weight of the snow, and the sub-zero temperatures prevented the snow from melting. A winter wonderland. A park we visited plenty had a different face. The Lovelock sculptures looked like something out of a fairy tale, and snowflakes were blowing off trees creating little flurries. I couldn't help but dump some snow on myself. The next clip is Afrikaans.
Karre, wat noem mens dit? Hoekom?
I could explain how I taught my daughter how to know when it's stalactites or stalagmites. It doesn't translate well to English though. Everywhere, kids were eagerly sliding with their toboggans. Snowmen were standing watch all over, and we even found a group of snow ducks before getting some Starbucks and retreating indoors for warmth. Christmas evening, the snow started again, and we knew this will be a special Christmas weekend. Boxing Day, we hit the local hill for some sledding and snow fun. The snow was plenty and it was truly amazing to not see the snow melt shortly after falling. After the fun on the sleds, it was Daddy's turn to go to Cyprus for some night skiing. It was a very chilly -15 degrees at the bottom of the hill, so most likely it was colder at the top. It was the first time I could see the moisture in my breath turn to ice as I exhaled through my buff. Chilly but stunningly beautiful as the sun set on the day. The 27th was predicted to have 40-year low temperatures in Vancouver, and it did not disappoint, with temperatures of -12 to -15 degrees in Vancouver. Of course, we chose this day to go for a walk at Lynn Valley Canyon. On the drive over, I spotted my second coyote sneaking around the homes of Lynn Valley. I'm sure this mouse we spotted was saying, "Ah, cold, 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 cold," as it was jumping over the snow. Unfortunately, we didn't realize the suspension bridge was closed. Even so, it was a beautiful outing with some frozen falls. We also took a drive to the Cyprus pop-up village. Not much was happening for some reason, but the views were stunning before we retreated back home for some hot chocolate. My short staycation was over and it was time to head back to work, but the snow wasn't done yet. The 29th it started again, waking the next day to a huge dump of snow and an adventurous drive to work. I was driving slowly and it was the holidays, so the roads were dead quiet at 6:30 AM. The audio is Afrikaans, but I was super surprised and excited by all the snow.
What is it? Vries.
It was a quiet time at work, so we spent some time people watching. The snow can be a nuisance, but it looked like one of the clearers was making the best of it and having some fun. There was also this poor lady trying to dig out her car with a takeaway coffee holder. On a side note, you can actually get fined if your car is deemed to have too much snow on it while driving. I saw why when I braked the one evening and had an avalanche over my front windscreen. The snow in the back of an open cab truck also turns into a pool as it melts and drops water while driving. We headed to a park I've lined up for sledding for a while, with 3 long hills. The afternoon was stunning, with the sun setting on our snow days. With the sun out, but the temperature still down, the roads turned icy quick. Being South African, the braai came out for New Year's Eve, and the champagne was put on what was left of our balcony snowman's ice. Someone was in a bit of a spin when the new year began. I also finally went to jog in the snow, something I wanted to do ever since it fell. This was the last day before the mess of melting snow started. As the snow slowly melts and freezes in the evening, it turns to hard-packed ice, especially in the suburban roads that aren't serviced as often as your main arteries. The 4th of January would cap off the unprecedented snowfall over the festive holidays. The next couple of weeks the temperatures were up and icy conditions with melty snow persisted. It is now early February and still some hints of the beautiful Christmas snow remains where it was scraped into piles. But for now that is it, as Vancouver is seeing double digits on a frequent basis. And our family is heading to South Africa for a 3-week visit.
Here's some random footage of me getting to grips with skiing.
Hope everybody enjoyed this video. Smash the like if you did, and stay safe. Have a good one. Cheers.